Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the return to the SWF. We're almost here at the Supreme Challenge 40, I think XL is 40. It's almost time. It's the first week of July and we have launched the SWF Network. I changed the name. SWF Network is kind of too lame in my opinion. So, we're calling it the Supreme Streaming Service. Right here, it cost me $32 million. Hopefully I'll remember to put a picture up of what it looks like right now, because I forgot to take one already, and I won't upgrade it. So here it is, the Supreme Streaming Service. I can't even remember what I upgraded it as. So that's the coverage we get. Every single Supreme TV and pay-per-view from now on is going to be streamed here. Hopefully we can start getting really able to capitalize on the current downfall of USPW. And yeah, but since it is the first week of July, that means we have the So Far Awards, which basically means halfway through the year, there's like mid-year awards where since 6 months have elapsed, the game pretty much tells you if the year was only 6 months long, this is who would win all the categories. So I'm going to run through these real quick. Right now, Wrestler of the Year is Tommy Cornell. Company of the Year is us, SWF. Company of the Year. Tag Team of the Year is the Morning Express, which is Wade Orzen and Sebastian Collaire, both 21CW guys. This list was really dominated by 21CW and CWA, with us sprinkled in. But other than that, yeah, it was just Britain and Canada. The UK and Canada just fucking battling for awards. So Match of the Year went to the Triple Threat at Steel Cage Challenge between Edward Cornell, Tommy Cornell, and Adam Maitravers. That was a 100 rated match, so only matches that can beat it have to be perfect matches. Hopefully we can get one of those at our pay-per-views. But Show of the Year, here's our second and final award that went to us, was the SWF Nothing to Lose show. So far is the highest rated card in the save, where we got a 95. So beautiful. And then other than the actual Wrestler of the Year, like the subcategory ones, CWA did a clean sweep, as Robbie Griffin took home Young Wrestler of the Year, Sean McFly took home Veteran Wrestler of the Year, and Brooke Tyler took home Female Wrestler of the Year. And then, of course, Indie Wrestler of the Year, CWA can't win that. And that went to, I think she's working for Olay right now, Mystery Pink. I can't remember. I think Olay, but I don't know if they would count as a independent promotion. I don't know if they're small enough. But other than the Supreme Stream, oh yeah, and Charger Siaki got canceled on Twitter, and I ignored the backlash. I don't think it's gonna affect us. I don't care enough about Charger Siaki to defend him or to fight for him or to fight against him. So, yeah. Other than that, nothing really happened in the news. So, but tonight we have a full card pre-booked tonight. Opening the show, Paul Huntington versus Angry Gilmore. If Gilmore can win this match, he will get his street fight or his no-holds-barred match, or whatever the fuck gimmick we're going with. He will get his match against Hollywood Brett Starr. No disqualifications at the Supreme Challenge, but Brett Starr has made it clear he will be at ringside tonight to everything in his power to prevent Paul from losing. Then we have a Primus Allen. Primus Allen will be in action. Jimmy Hernandez takes on Des Davids. Domination will take on Lenny Brown and Valiant. And then in our main event, ZWB and Mikey Lau will take on Randy Unleashed and the World Heavyweight Champion, the Crippler. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the show. We open the show with Rocky Golden calling Scythe a coward. It's pretty much the whole promo. He's just, Scythe's a coward, screw him. The fight in his dark room was obviously rigged, but I still put up a good fight. Blah, 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 blah. Scythe sucks. But Jungle Lord, of all people, Jungle Lord shows up, and he's not like his usual self. He's really just kind of like he's very timid. He's very just like focused, and Rocky is very confused, as the entire audience is, and Rocky's like, what? Hi Jack. How are you doing? And Jungle Lord ends up laying him out and challenges him for a match next week. And it's like really clear that Jungle Lord just really doesn't want to be doing this. And you have to imagine Scythe is doing something to Jungle Lord right now for him to act this way. And yeah, 87 to open the show. Jungle Lord performed poorly in this segment, which is not good. But our opening match, Angry Gilmore versus Paul Huntington. And after doing everything in his power to give Paul Huntington every advantage that he could, Hollywood went a little too far, got himself ejected from ringside, which allowed Angry Gilmore to pin Paul Huntington for the win and to make the street fight, no holds barred, whatever match official for the Supreme Challenge. Cool. Boom. We'll gain a large boost, I hope so. So yeah, Angry Gilmore's able to put away Paul Huntington, and then after the match, Angry Gilmore taunts Brett from the ring, trying to play some of his own mind games on Brett ahead of their big pay-per-view Mania match. And we cut backstage to see all four of the teams in the World Tag Team title match at the Supreme Challenge. They're all brawling. They're all trying to beat each other up. Ignore the fact that Brandon James is not here. I could not fit 9 people in this segment. I'm sorry, but Brandon James is supposed to be here until Eric Eisen ends up. He breaks it up. He has to stop the fighting. He's like, guys, come on, please stop. Why does this always happen? Next week, since you guys can't wait to get your hands on each other, we'll hold a fatal 4-way singles match to just give you guys some good old-fashioned brawling, fighting in ahead of the title match. So it'll be Akuma, Fro, Huey, and Spencer Spade. You four will fight next week. Cool beans. We cut back to the ring with Greg Gage, 87, nice. Greg Gage last week cost Joey Morgan his match against Steve Freely. It was supposed to be just like a good old-fashioned one-on-one match, just a spar kind of between Morgan and Steve Freely, and Greg Gage took this opportunity to screw over Joey Morgan. And he comes out and he's like, I said I wanted some real competition, and I would find it myself. And I know, Joey Morgan, I've been watching you for almost your whole career. I know that you're not going to take what I did lightly. So, Morgan, why don't you come out here and accept my challenge? I want to face you at the Supreme Challenge. And Morgan comes out, and he accepts. And he just wants to let Greg Gage know. He pretty much just says, Greg, you're biting off more than you can chew. I know you're young, you're cocky, right now you're undefeated, but you've only been in the company for about a month and a half. I'm going to send you your first loss, and I'm going to send your ass right back down to Maw. And then he headbutts him and lays out Greg Gage. So yeah, Joey Morgan a badass? Yeah? Yes. 87, Primus Allen is indeed in action here tonight, and he beats up Brian Jewett. Running power slam after 1 minute, 35 seconds. Match gets to 58, that's fine. It's just a squash match. And the whole point of the match was basically for this post-match angle where Primus Allen makes an example out of poor Brian Jewett here. He just continuously body slams him, lays him out, spine busters, and he keeps pointing at the camera and he says, Cobb, this is going to be you come the Supreme Challenge. And he's just making Brian Jewett an example to strike fear into the heart of poor old Oliver Cobb, who has gotten himself roped into a singles match with Primus Allen. 74 for that, and we cut backstage with Valiant, or Rogue and Lenny Brown in their locker room when Valiant comes in, and Rogue is like, all right, time for me to go. And Valiant's like, hold up, come on, Rogue, what the hell? What the hell? What is your problem? Does time not heal all wounds with you? Are you that petty of a guy? And Rogue's like, no, I'm not that petty of a guy, Valiant. I'm not just going to forget that the past 10 years of our career didn't happen just because we had one cool little reunion in a battle royal. No, Valiant, I went to war against you for almost a whole decade straight. I don't like you, and I never want to team with you again. And it's disgusting that you're trying to take the one tag team partner I've had since then away from me. So Lenny, you want to team with him? Go right ahead, because I'd love to see you two try to take on the whole power plant yourselves. Good luck tonight. And he walks off. Rogue and Valiant, just fucking not the best of friends. Not the best of friends. 88 for that segment. And we cut back to the ring. 88 for this match. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jimmy Hernandez got an 87. This was a 10-minute match, guys. Can you relax? Fuck. Jimmy Hernandez and Des Davids have the greatest match of the mid-card's entire existence in the company, as Jimmy's able to beat Des Davids despite Squeaky McLean trying his hardest to cost Jimmy the match. Jimmy pulls through. Match gets an 88, and Jimmy is then jumped, of course, by all of Squeaky McLean's clients. They lay him out until Dominic D'Souza and Steven Parker run in themselves and send the heels packing. And once Jimmy's back to his feet, the babyfaces make the challenge, a trios match for the Supreme Challenge. Jimmy Hernandez and the Self-Made Sensation versus the Squeaky McLean crew, or whatever. They don't really have a name, just Des Davids and The Mission. So let's get that thing pre-booked. Fuck you, X. Pre-book. I might just cut this. Boom, pre-book, Self-Made Sensations and Jimmy versus Des and The Mission. Trios match set for the Supreme Challenge. And then we cut to Eric Eisen's office, where Randy Unleashed and Primus Allen are in there. And Eric he's just like, Randy, so I know tonight you've got a chance to really, quote unquote, settle the score with your brother. He pinned you last week, I think. Or did he? Was it last week or was it? Yeah, it was last week. He pinned you in that tag team match, and you're trying to settle the score tonight. I get that. However, regardless of what happens tonight, Zimmy got a pinfall victory over the North American champion, and I can't ignore that. So even if you win tonight at the Supreme Challenge, you will defend your new North American Championship against your own brother, ZWB, singles match. I built it up like there was more after I'd say ZWB, but there wasn't. So you will defend your title against ZWB, and Randy and Primus just lose their minds. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What? No. And Eric's like, I don't care. Save it. You might want to get ready for your match. I heard Crippler does not appreciate it when people lose matches for him. And Randy's like, fuck, you're right. And then he leaves. 84, and we cut back to the ring for Domination versus Lenny Brown and Valiant. And the match gets an 80. Avalanche and Chill are still, they're not quite there, but they are getting decently over. So, Rogue was right. Valiant and Lenny Brown could not take the power plant on all by themselves, and Domination pick up a huge victory here tonight as Avalanche pins Lenny Brown following interference from Adam Smasher, and Kristen Pierce is distracting Valiant so he doesn't break up the pinfall. The match gets an 80, and Domination pick up arguably the biggest win of their, at least of this save. I don't know if their career so far, maybe not, but of this save, undisputably, this is their biggest win so far. And following the match, Adam Smasher runs in, the baby faces get laid out, and Adam Smasher's like, you see, here's the problem, Valiant Lenny Brown. See, right now I'm running high. We're running strong. We got a big victory here tonight, and I'd love to get another big victory at the Supreme Challenge, but I dare you two to find another partner. I dare you two to find a third man to take on me and my sweet, succulent little boys over here. And after he drops that line, well, it's Rogue. Rogue comes out and he has a chair and he lays out Adam Smasher. He lays out Avalanche. He lays out Chill. Rogue comes for the save and he lays all those three out and he grabs the microphone and he says, Valiant, I'm sorry. You're right. I was letting my ego get in the way earlier tonight. When I watched what happened here tonight, when I watched Adam Smasher cheat to win, I had enough. I can't keep going on holding grudges. You're right, time needs to heal all wounds, and I think this wound is finally ready to heal. Because I'll be your third partner, and I can't wait to take those 2 stupid green fucking eyeballs that Adam Smasher's got, rip them right out of his head at the Supreme Challenge. And there we go. I think that's our final match for the Supreme Challenge pre-booked, if I'm not mistaken, unless I forgot to pre-book other matches, which is entirely possible. I could do that. That is something I would do. Like, I can see the tag team Fatal 4-Way I did not pre-book. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I forgot to pre-book Greg and Joey and then the North American title match. But this right here, of course, I'll do another rundown at the end of next week's show. But this is the full card for the Supreme Challenge for those of you that want, to take a quick pause, look at that. But, yeah, Rogue finally willing to put the past aside. He's a changed man, and he's ready to team up with Valiant once again. The big reunion, one of the greatest tag teams in SWF's history, has reunited once again. 99 rated segment, and before our main event, we have an interview. Anna Garcia and Remo, and Anna asks Remo, you've been gone for over a month, just about following your loss to Mikey Lau. And you came back last week to take out Steve Freely. And all I can really ask is why. And Remo pretty much just says, it all started in that triple threat match for the world title when it was me, Steve, and the Crippler. And Steve fucked me out of that title. He fucked me out of that title, but I was so blinded with rage towards Mikey Lau at the time that all I wanted to do was beat him up. And after failing to do that, I had to take a step back. I had to take a couple of weeks off to step back and realize that my recent downfall all started with Steve Freely, with him coming back, him inserting himself into my rightful singles match. It all started when Steve Freely came back. So I will make him pay. At the Supreme Challenge, I will expose Steve Freely. I will expose him for the con man, for the fake wrestler. He's a bum. He's a hack. I will expose him at the Supreme Challenge. And then I will return to ruin Mikey Lau. Whether it's for the World Heavyweight title or not, I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, mark my words, before 2020 is over, not only will I have ended the careers of Steve Freely and Mikey Lau, I will have that World Heavyweight Championship around my waist. 80 rated interview. And then we have a couple of matches pre-booked for next week. The Mission will take on the Self-Made Sensations in a tag team match. Our main event for next week will be Remo and Hollywood Brett Starr taking on Steve Freely and Angry Gilmore. And you're probably wondering, well, why are we announcing the main event before the other matches that we're going to announce right now? And that is because next week we will see the first ever, not the first ever, we will see the... Why do I keep wanting to say first ever? We will see the return of the team of Valiant and Rogue. They will make their re-debut next week against Domination in a 2v2 match. Big go-home show set up for next week. But it is now time for our main event. And in 21 minutes and 18 seconds, there's a definite lack of psychology. Okay, sure. Whatever, I don't care. It got an 87. These motherfuckers blew the roof off the goddamn joint. 21 minutes and 18 seconds. The Crippler pinned Mikey Lau with a tombstone pile driver. As the story of the match was really the heels were I don't know how to explain it. It's just Randy Unleashed really focused on ZWB. So every time Mikey Lau would be able to get a hot tag in on ZWB, the run would get cut a little short because ZWB would be exhausted. Randy Unleashed would be constantly, even when both men aren't legal, Randy would constantly be taking out ZWB. Or if Randy's legal and Mikey's legal, then in any minute that he could during the heat, he would take out ZWB. He'd hit him on the apron. So ZWB was constantly at a disadvantage during this match thanks to Randy Unleashed, causing Mikey Lau to kind of have to take on a much bigger workload, which in the end caused him to get a tombstone pile driver by the Crippler, lose the match, 87 rated match in our main event, and to end the show, Mikey Lau is on the ground. Crippler has his title, and he stands over him, and he just yells at him, "You are out of your league, kid." 100 rated. I tried to think if there was any more I wanted to add to that, and there wasn't. 91 rated. 91 rated show. Sorry, I got a text from my boss right at the middle of that promo, and it was just an annoying text. So, sorry, I was really out of it. 91 rated show. Mikey Lau takes the fall in the main event, but will he take the fall at the pay-per-view? Who knows? They keep fucking blowing up my phone. I'm turning my phone around, for fuck's sake. Okay. 91 rated show. Our popularity increased in 56 regions. That means it's working, guys. That means the Supreme streaming service is working. Fuck yes. Oh my god. Whew. I want to see, obviously I want to see how TCW did. Honest to God, guys, I don't know how many more memes I can make. I have run out of shit to talk about for TCW. I don't even want to look at it. And actually, I do. Oh, we got Doc Hammond. I don't want to look at it anymore. I lied. Who's getting kicked out? Emily McQueen's pretty good. I thought. Was I wrong? Yeah, she's alright. She's pretty over, too. You know, put her on my short list. Maybe I'll, have a management role for her or something. She's a good promo. Yeah. Americana agrees to deal with Boathog. Burning Hammer. Fuck. Whatever. I want to see just what that one show did for our popularity. First off, holy fuck. I was at 18 million before that show. Oh, man. Whoa. Oh, I did not know that was going to be a bonus for us. I did not know we were going to get a shit ton money in ad revenue. Oh, guys. For any of those people that are using this save as kind of like a, how do you say, just kind of as like a blueprint for how to do an SWF or even a TCW save, by all means, fucking launch the streaming service once you have a stable income. Holy shit. Whoa. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, no, Anna Garcia, Alvin Newer. I like Anna. She's useful to us. What am I trying to do? I don't know. I think that's it, actually. Oh, god damn it. I was gonna look at the popular... Dude, I'm so scared of rain today, and I don't know why. Alright. So, yeah, this is where we're at right now. I'm so dumb. I was like, how did we drop so much in Canada? So, Mexico, why are we so not over in that region? That's weird. Okay. And I don't think it would have done anything for these regions. It gave us one pop, actually. It gave us one pop in all of those other regions. So, yeah, quickly we will gain popularity around the world. Hopefully we will be able to overtake USPW, and actually in the save, not titled Rebuilding the SWF, I will hopefully get the goal of that save in this one, which the goal was to reclaim the #1 spot. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, even though I was scatterbrained as fuck during it. And I hope you all come back for the stacked go-home show we have for the Supreme Challenge 40.